Watch me. Watch this.
The Fort Stewart shooter allegedly was involved in an intimate relationship with one of the male victims. He actually reported this man as being his husband, however, he's already married to another woman. We're going to take a listen to the video. Everything is alleged. Fair use and trigger warning. This video may be triggering to some. If you are easily triggered, please click off now.
Tonight about a possible motive in last week's Fort Stewart shooting.
Sources say Sergeant Quornelius Radford was in an intimate relationship with one of the men who was shot, a man he reported to authorities as his husband just months before the attack. WSAV's Christine Quayle is joining us now with what court records reveal about that connection.
Yes, Tina, Ben. So through court records and sources with knowledge of the investigation, I've learned that the alleged Fort Stewart shooter, Sergeant Quornelius Radford, seemingly had a romantic relationship with a man who was one of the victims. Sergeant Quornelius Radford was arrested by a Georgia State Patrol officer for driving under the influence on May 18th, just weeks before he allegedly opened fire on Fort Stewart. In the report, the arresting officer says his car was released to a man he self-reported to be his husband. However, according to court records from Liberty County, that man was already married to a person sources say identifies as a woman and was in the process of finalizing a divorce from her. In fact, court records show the divorce between the man Radford referred to as his husband back in May and that man's wife was finalized one day before the shooting at Fort Stewart. Though Radford told Georgia State Patrol the man who took custody of his car was his husband, a source with knowledge of the investigation told WSAV that Radford was only known as an acquaintance to the man with the potential for a relationship. That source confirmed Radford's self-reported husband was one of the shooting victims. Radford is being charged with domestic violence by the Army Office of Special Trial Counsel, and their office also confirmed one of the victims was Radford's intimate partner. This development comes amidst reports that Radford was bullied for a stutter during his time at Fort Stewart. WSAV spoke with a soldier that recently left Fort Stewart who shed more light on these claims, and we've altered his voice in order to protect his identity.
He was essentially the bottom of the pecking order and just not handling it well. He's known for being pretty aggressive with his soldier and pretty extreme behavior, and he was known for a pretty heavy stutter. He was pretty much just made fun of, and instead of doing really anything else he could have done, he took the extreme option.
I will be bringing you more stories like this one. Please make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, hitting that notification bell, setting it to all so you'll be notified anytime I go live, upload, or premiere. Please be kind to one another. Unapologetically Mika, out.